Happy Father's Day weekend. Today is Saturday. It's June 19th, 2021. I want to welcome you back to another episode of Making Sense of Your Market. And I want to take a moment real quick just to wish all the fathers out there happy Father's Day. I sit here today blessed that I've had so many incredible fathers to look up to influence me as a father. And so from family members to friends to mentors to my own personal father, George, happy Father's Day. Well, I have an incredible episode today for you. As you all know, we have been breaking down the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I want to show this to you because a lot of people are private messaging me or emailing me saying, how are you teaching this book? And it's so amazing. It's crystal clear, it's easy to digest, and it's really, really valuable info. And I agree 100%. This is one of the best books that I've ever written. I read it about 15 years ago. It changed my life. Well, about a year ago, I got this as a gift, and it's basically the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People broken down into a 52-week series, and they give you cue cards just like this, like we're going to study today, Week 9, Expanding Your Circle of Influence, and it explains what the circle of influence is, etc. But if you want to go to Amazon and purchase this, you totally can. It's less than $50, but it's so valuable. This is a book that changed my life and millions of other people's lives. So that's the big question I have right here. Hey, Dan, where did you get this? And how are you getting this info? Because a lot of people are reaching out. Before we talk about this week's lesson plan, which is Week 9, Expanding Your Circle of Influence, I want to talk about mortgage rates. This last week was a scare. The Fed talked and rates went up almost 1/4 percentage point midweek, overnight. And I thought that was it. I thought I was going to be doing the video today going bye-bye low interest rates. They're in the mid-3s now. Well, they're not. They came back down on Thursday and Friday. So we're still in the 2.9 to 3.1% range, but be cautious right now. Tons of inflation talks. We've got the Fed that's basically saying these rates are gone. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So if you need to reevaluate or refinance your mortgage and you missed the opportunity last year, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. If you're a home buyer, right now is your time. A year from now, 6 months from now, you're going to look back and, well, I don't want you to look back and say, gosh darn it, I wish I would have taken advantage of these low rates, because when they're gone, they're going to be gone for quite some time. All right, so the win of the week, I have to share this with you. It's just one of the top questions that I get asked right now for people that own homes that want to buy another home. Dan, how do we win our offer if we have a house to sell, but we can't sell our house first because we'll have no place to live? And so if the price point is right, and this last week the price point was right, it was in the mid to low 800s, and the borrowers had about 5 or 6% down. What we did is we qualified them. This is the New Age Bridge loan. We qualified them with both mortgages, and they were able to put down about 6% on the new home. We had them fully underwritten up front, so their mortgage was done. We were able to do a 16-day close, all right? And they didn't have to sell their house. They qualified with both mortgages with 6% down, and then when their house sells next month, they'll take the proceeds, which is about $200,000, and then they can put it down on their mortgage that we just funded. That's called recasting. So there are strategies out there. Don't let this market scare you or detour you from taking advantage of a great opportunity. Reach out to me, and I'd love to share with you. There's 2 other things that we did to make them get there, to help them get their offer accepted. I'm not going to share them with you right now, but reach out and I'll share with you those 2 hacks, those 2 tricks, and it works. Not all the time, but most of the time. All right, so circle of influence versus the circle of concern. Week 9 is expanding your circle of influence. Last week was shrinking your circle of concern. Remember, your circle of concern are things that we can't control, like the politics, the weather, the news, what people think of us. Your circle of influence are things we can control: our attitude, our enthusiasm, our education, what we put into our mind, our habits that we do every single day, exercise, moving. So my encouragement to you this week is expand your circle of influence. Pick one big thing that is on your plate right now that you're trying to conquer or accomplish, and then the next thing I want you to do is list things that could expand your circle of influence. List things that will help you accomplish that. In our office, we call it a big rock. List a few things that will help you from your circle of influence move that big rock so you can crush that goal. Okay, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and I can't wait to bring more information back to you next Friday or Saturday. Have a great weekend.